Hello and welcome to test 7, where we'll be testing all the transitions between the 2D and 3D forms. Initially we load into the 2D form, and you can see by exporting into 3D we have the terrain mesh here. You can also see that the terrain color coding for this mesh matches up with the one in the 3D window. If we examine one particular area of the grid, you can see here we've got an area of high elevation represented by the white areas, surrounded by dark patches of low elevation. If we export this into 3D, you can see this clearly, with this point here being an area of high elevation and everywhere around it being an area of low elevation. We will now test the root function between both the 3D and 2D forms. Plotting a simple root and exporting it into 3 dimensions, we can see that the root carries across perfectly between both forms. If I move this root around and generate a new root, then export it into 3 dimensions, we can see that the root now changes and matches up once again with the root plotted on the 2D window. We can also see that the elevation profile matches between both forms, and all the root statistics should match up as well. If I change this root again, maybe with an extra intermediate node, we can see that the elevation profile has changed. Export this into 3D and we can see the elevation profile here has also changed along with all the root statistics. Now if I go into preferences and I change between metric and imperial measurements, going to miles and feet, we can see that everything's updated on this side and also everything has updated on the 3D window side. Miles here, feet there. We can also scale the map on the 2D end, increasing to dimensions of 60 by 60. If I export this into 3 dimensions, we can see that the map here has largely increased. This matches up with what we've done in the 2D window. We can decrease all this to a minimum of 10 by 10 size. Export this into 3 dimensions and observe the same effect. I also want to test that the colouring features can update correctly through both forms. So by generating a root going into the colouring, I want to change the line colour and also the line width. Exporting this into 3 dimensions, we can see that the line colour has changed and also the line thickness has increased. Finally, I want to show that there's a seamless transition, or largely seamless transition, between the two windows. So going up to a maximum graphic size, exporting it into 3 dimensions, you can see there was a slight bit more lag, but nothing to be concerned about, and can flick between the two windows.